what was your strategy when you started?
Bro, it sucked because here in Kansas City.
It sucked.
No,
and thank you very much, Australia. Goodbye. Hey folks, it's Ben from Smoking Hot Confessions here. We're at day 4 of the NBBQA Conference, and I've managed to track down one of the most well-known barbecue personalities here in Kansas City. This is Brandon from Jazzy B's. Man, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. So tell me what you're doing here today at the barbecue bash.
Well, we're just here just kind of promoting Jazzy B's. We're here selling with the food truck. That's where we started about 8 years ago with the food truck. Now the restaurant 2.5 years ago. So we're just here trying to support and get everything out.
So where did it all start for you? Were you a competition team, or were you a backyard cook with some good ideas?
I was a football player, and I used to cook for the team quite often when we would just be hanging out. And what happened is I became good. And then over the years, I decided to open up a food truck instead of a restaurant to start out, kind of test because I have a different spin on barbecue. Ooh. And that spin is like the brisket tacos. I have what's a Reuben roll, smoked fried chicken wings. So I spin in other culinary experiences, and that's the jazzy part. That's where I jazz up barbecue just
nice. Yeah. Some improvised riffs on food.
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful. So tell me what it was like when you first started out in the truck. Like how did you put the truck together? What was your strategy when you started?
Bro, it sucked because here in Kansas City.
It sucked. And thank you very much, Australia. Goodbye.
So, because in Kansas City, like food trucks weren't a thing like they are in other cities. And so it was tough just getting out there to even be seen and make money. Not to mention my spin on things, people, they just want their meat and potatoes. It's hard for them to get away from what they know. And so changing those mentalities was the hardest part.
And how did you do that? Was that a social media thing, or was it a word of mouth thing?
You just get in everybody's face all the time, and you say, "Eat this." I mean, I'm 300 pounds. What are you gonna say? If I tell you to eat it, you're gonna eat it, right?
Yes, sir.
No, so it was really just being in front of people constantly and getting to know them, and that's how the menu kind of changed and to the customers what they liked. You know what I mean? That's what the food truck was. It was a litmus tester.
Yeah, I like that. And so how did the move into the bricks and mortar come about? Because I mean, in Australia, to move into a bricks and mortar, that's the dream. So like, you got a food truck, you got a bricks and mortar joint, man, you are living the dream.
So my food truck became booked more privately, so I wasn't doing any public events anymore. And people were getting mad. They wanted the jazzy fries. They wanted the crab cakes, different things that I offer, and which have a brown sugar cinnamon seasoning on them. And don't knock it till you try it, because it's good. It's legit. Bona fide is what they say. But so I was booked privately, and people were mad. And so I figured with enough following, it was time to go ahead and make that move.
And so whereabouts, because I'm not familiar with the city, so whereabouts are you in the city? Okay,
so I'm south from where we are right now. I'm southeast Jackson County, so just southeast of Kansas City.
Oh, basically. Very cool.
Suburb, yeah.
On the now I've got to get my pronunciation right. Missouri or Missouri?
Depends on your slang or your tongue pronunciation, but I say Missouri.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So are you on the Missouri side or the Kansas side?
I'm Missouri.
Missouri,
yeah,
okay.
I'm in the show me state, man. You got to show me that you're good before we can even talk. So, yeah.
so that's why you've just been following me around today. You've been trying to decide if you want to actually be on the show or not. You've just been stalking me around.
Yeah, I got to see if you know. Definitely no, but Missouri side, and that's where I grew up, and that's where I am. So, yeah.
Ah, beautiful. So what do you smoke on? Like, is the smoker in the truck?
No, smoker's not in the truck. I am on a big barrel. I'm a wood burner. I'm a stick burner.
Beautiful.
True to the craft. So I have a couple of different smokers. I have a rotisserie, which is still wood burning, and then a side by with about a 8-foot barrel. So yeah, I can put a whole hog on there, and I've loaded that thing up, man.
So good, so good. So you're a traditional, like a traditional cooker.
Yeah.
But then you take that food and then jazz it up.
I do. So in the restaurant or even on a food truck, some guys got to try some new stuff. I put together a Cajun quesadilla. So that has crab, shrimp, my Jazzy sauce, which is, you need that in your life. Everybody does. And a quesadilla with Parmesan cheese and cheddar cheese, so on and so forth. But in the restaurant, you get what I'm known for is my brisket tacos. So it's a 6-inch corn tortilla with cheese, brisket, my coleslaw, and my beautiful barbecue sauce. And then a Reuben roll, like I mentioned earlier. So that's one of the craziest things that I have in the restaurant.
I was hoping that we were going to get back to the Reuben roll. When you said that, my ears pricked up. I was like, we got to circle back to that.
We got to circle back. Okay, so we take the rye bread. I make my own $1,000 dressing. We use sauerkraut, cheese, and instead of corned beef, I put brisket in. We roll it up in panko and fry it, and I make a mustard glaze that goes on top of it.
Oh my God!
It's pretty stinking good. Armadillo eggs. I make those, jalapeno wrapped in bacon. We smoke it, brown sugar cream cheese filling. The list goes on. I also do smoked burgers, specialty smoked burgers.
Yeah.
So let me bend your ear a little bit on this.
Yeah.
So what we do is take a smoked 8-ounce patty, and I always add different toppings to it. Like crazy. So Halloween, I think I did a pumpkin burger where I smoked the pumpkin, made some candy corn cheese, and all that was on a burger.
Wow.
We make a caramel apple burger. This month is, I've made a bruschetta burger. This month, I got a po' boy burger. So it's the 8-ounce patty with some fried fish, coleslaw, Jazzy sauce, and pepper jack cheese. Yeah, but the winner is the Cajun burger, and that's, again, where the quesadilla came from. It has the crab, the shrimp, Munster cheese, Jazzy sauce. So that kind of gives you an idea of where Jazzy goes with his food. You got to spin it to everything.
Yeah, you kind of borrow bits of everything. You've got like traditional Kansas City style prepared barbecued meats, and then you've thrown in some Cajun Creole from like Louisiana, and then some Latin influences from Mexico and down there. Man, that's so creative. Like, do you just like lay there like awake at night and just dream of things? Like,
I do. It's crazy because over time it's just constantly running, and what can I do next? Or I'll go eat someplace, and I'm like, dude, that's beautiful. Add a little bit of smoked meat to it. So I have a brisket pho. But I've only let a few people have that, and I'm gonna wait till next fall, and I'm gonna bring it out. But yeah, so that's what I do. I love other culinary areas, and I love playing with food.
Mate, that sounds like you draw on so many inspirations, and you're doing such a good job. Yeah. Mate, thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for sharing your story with me. Yeah. And if you've got any of those crab cakes in there, bring them out.
We're going to make it happen, man. No, I appreciate you, and trust me, I wasn't stalking you for long. I was watching from afar, man. So
I was actually joking. I didn't realize that was what you were doing. That's kind of. Anyway, let's wrap it up right now.
Getting awkward now.
All right, man.
Appreciate you.
Thanks
buddy.
very much.
No doubt.